Don't need no friends, just me. Nobody keep telling myself I got it. I don't need nobody to do my shit for me. I got it. I'm carefree, can't nobody do it like me, cause I'm Sue Goddess. Don't want no.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another motherfucking story time with Sue. And today we're going to be talking about childbirth with both my children so far. My first experience, hold on you guys, okay, my bad. My first experience, right, so we're just gonna get right into it. So I got about 39 weeks, and I couldn't take that shit no more. That shit was hurting, y'all. Like, my little body was aching, because it was like, I'm trying to think, with Hope, it was like, hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, sorry about that. Now, I was like fucking, I'm trying to think, I don't remember. I was like maybe 35 weeks when I first decided, okay, I want this shit to be over with, because pregnancy is hard fucking work on your body. I'm telling your ass right now, if y'all ain't got no kids yet, y'all ain't never been pregnant before, that shit aches. Like, especially once you get in that last trimester. Like, the first trimester is pretty bad, but the last trimester is really fucking bad. You start hurting and you just can't sit down and you can't do a lot of shit. So I started aching so bad. She was kicking my fucking heart and my ribs and shit. And I was like, oh hell no, you gotta get the hell up out of me, baby. We can't show this body no more. That shit hurt. I couldn't take it no more. So I was like, shit, I want to get her out. I want to get her out. I want to get her out. And so the doctors was telling me that you could do this thing, what's called an induction. And basically, for y'all that don't know what an induction is, the induction is where they like basically speed up the process. Like, they forcefully make the baby come out. Like, so my process, I'm explaining y'all how it was. So boom, I ended up hitting my motherfucking 39th week, and once I got to the hospital, I was supposed to have her like a day later, but they was like that I was already dilated and stuff, and you know, my cervix was already opening up. So they told me that I could go in like the day before, because I was already like going on 3 centimeters. So she was already coming out, but it was just like, I couldn't take that shit. I'm like, speed this shit up. Let's go, let's go. So we ended up, once I got there, they put like these needles in me. Like, they put one in my hand for like the fluids and all that stuff. Then they turned around and, y'all, they did me bad. My first experience was 100% terrible, and it scared the shit out of me. And I was like, I ain't having no more kids. Then boom, I had another one. But so I got there, they put the needle in my hand, and then they had this itty bitty teeny tiny little ass itty bitty pill, and they put it like, you know, up inside my goods. And mind y'all, let me tell y'all about them motherfucking cervix checks. Listen, I don't think nothing in this world can prepare a woman for that shit. That shit hurt. That shit hurt like a motherfucker. Every time they did my shit, I cried, like real tears. That shit hurt, because the way they were saying that my cervix was, not a little TMI, but shit, the way they were saying that my cervix was, they said it's like behind my stomach, so they gotta reach all the way up and behind my motherfucking stomach. Oh y'all, it was so bad. So bad. So yeah, they ended up putting this itty bitty ass pill. I forgot what it was called though, but it was like really tiny. And when they put it up there, shit, I was chilling, and then like within like the next hour, I was in pain, and I'm like, okay, this shit hurt. So I'm like, all right, I want to get an epidural. So the lady was like, oh, you can't get an epidural until you're like she said you gotta be like 6 or 7 centimeters dilated, and she was like, I wasn't far enough yet. I'm like, bitch, this shit hurt. Give me some shit. Give me some pain medicine. Oh, we can't give you anything till you're 6 or 7 centimeters. So yeah, whatever they put inside of me had like moved the process along so fast that like she came in and she checked me, and she was like, okay, yeah, you're not far along enough yet. So I'm like, woo, I'm up in there hollering. I'm like, woo, all right now, come on, let's get something going. She checked me again. She was like, oh, you're still not far enough, y'all. So she ended up leaving maybe like 20-30 minutes later. The bitch comes back and I'm like, I'm in excruciating pain. I said, I need somebody in here fucking now, and somebody needs to get me some fucking pain medicine. At this point I'm cussing, I'm pissed off. Like, once you start cussing, you know that shit hurt. So I'm like, hell no, y'all need to do something about this. This hurts. I need something. Like, y'all fucking tripping. So the bitch, oop, not the bitch, I'm sorry, y'all, that's wrong. The doctor, the lady, so she ended up checking my cervix, and this time she was like, oh my god, you're 9 centimeters. She's like, oh, well, guess what that means? That means you get to get the epidural. She's like, are you excited? Bitch, yes, get the motherfucker in here now. Get him in here now. So fucking everybody, like, so it took the guy like 15 minutes. It took him at least 15-20 minutes before he even came in there with the epidural. So I'm in, like, literally screaming in that room, like, oh my god, like, this shit fucking hurt, come on. And every time like a nurse walked in and out the room to check on me and bringing stuff in there, I'm like, okay, is that him? Is that him? Is that the guy? Is that the guy with the epidural yet? Is that him yet? Is that him yet? And every time it wasn't him, I started crying. Cause that shit hurt. Shit, I started crying my ass off like a fucking baby. I'm like, that's not him. That's not him. Like, come on. Like, that shit was hurting. So finally the fucking guy comes in, like I said, about 15 minutes later, and he comes in there, and when he comes in, he puts the fucking epidural in my back, and as soon as he like put the fucking needle in, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like feeling, I don't know if I was pissing. I'm like, damn, something coming out between my legs. I think my water just broke. I'm talking about, y'all, he didn't even get to finish the epidural before they told me, okay, it's time to push. What the fuck you mean push, bitch? This shit ain't even got to kick it in yet. I feel everything. So yeah, they had ended up sorry y'all, give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. Sorry. So motherfucking, they put the epidural in, and when they put the epidural in, my water breaks, and like he finished up real fast, and like I said, I didn't even get to start it yet. Like, I felt my legs go numb, but that was it. It didn't even like get to go all the way up yet. Only thing that happened was like my legs practically fucking died. So they like, it's time to push, it's time to push. At this point, I'm petrified. I'm in 1,000,000 fucking feelings of goddamn pain that I cannot fucking describe. When I just say that shit hurt, like, there's nothing in this world you can compare that shit to. It hurts. That shit hurt. It hurt bad as fuck. So yeah, they sitting up trying to get me to calm down and breathe. Bitch, calm down. Bitch, calm down. I would have been calm if y'all ass would have gave me that motherfucking epidural. So I'm up in there off the fucking walls, y'all. I'm losing it. Like, I'm panicking. They're telling me, push. You gotta push. Bitch, I could not stop screaming, y'all. Like, I was hysterical. Like, I was in there screaming bloody fucking murder because I was in so much pain. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would y'all do this shit to me? I was like, nope, I can't do this. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do this, y'all. I can't do this. Just gonna cut me open. Just give me a C-section. And the doctor was like, oh, it's too late. Bitch, no, y'all gotta do something else. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I felt like I was going to fucking die, y'all. That shit hurted so motherfucking bad. So I wouldn't calm down and stop screaming and shit, and nothing was like soothing the pain. So man, it was so many doctors that had ran in the room, y'all. I had like 20 motherfucking doctors come rushing in because I wouldn't calm down. I was panicking. My heart rate was like all over the fucking place. Then she was like, you have to push, you have to push. Bitch, I can't. This shit hurt. Y'all tripping. So shit, it took like a bunch of nurses trying to calm me down. My child's father was there, and he couldn't calm me down. Nothing could calm me down. Like, I'm in there, like, it was so fucking crazy. Like, it's crazy looking back on it. Like, I feel silly as hell, but shit, that shit hurt. I don't give a fuck. That shit hurt. That shit's excruciating. I'd rather get shot. That shit hurts, I'm telling you. And so, fucking, yeah, they end up telling me to push, and they try to tell me to calm down. So my doctor was like, you have to calm down, because I guess her head, my daughter's head was coming out, but apparently like it stopped like around her neck or something. From what they told me, they said that it was like her neck, like when I'm gonna tell y'all too, I left out a part. This is a little TMI, but shit, it is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all like it is. The lady told me to like curl up like a hedgehog. She said curl up, and so I'm like, okay. When I curled up, y'all, I saw her head coming out my thing, and I saw my thing like this big. I'm like, oh my, that freaked me out even more. I'm like, whose shit is that? That's my shit. No, that motherfucker big. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy as fuck. And so that freaked me out even more. So her head was coming out, and like I saw the hair on top of her head like coming out of my like hole. It was crazy, y'all. It was scary as fuck. My baby daddy had to go sit down because he damn near fainted. And so more and more nurses and doctors was like running out of the room from helping other people to come in there to keep me calm, because y'all, I was like freaking the fuck out. I was freaking the fuck all the way out. So the lady's telling me to push, and I'm trying, and she was like, Ashanti, you have to calm down. You have to stop screaming. She said, if you don't calm down, she said the baby's head is out, but it's your basically, you know, cuckoo is like around her neck, and if you don't push, she could pass. And so I ain't gonna lie, that'll do it. That did it for me. So I calmed down. I calmed down real quick. Now, mind you, so after that, they was telling me to push, and I was in so much pain that like I literally could not focus on pushing. So they didn't warn me or nothing. They went and got, sorry, I need to take a sip of my juice. Sorry, y'all, if I'm gulping all in y'all ear. But I don't know what the fuck they did, y'all, but they put this goddamn big ass fucking, I don't know what the hell, but it felt big as shit, like fucking big as shit, like a fucking shark mouth. Like that shit was like, I don't know what, and they stuck that shit inside of me, and they say it's like a vacuum to basically like kind of pull her because I couldn't push. And y'all, when I tell y'all, that shit hurted. That shit hurted. I was crying, I was screaming. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so of course, when you in pain, your first instinct is going to be to try to stop the pain by grabbing whatever the fuck. I tried to grab that shit, and I had like this rude ass, one of the nurses was like fed up with me, but I didn't give a fuck, bitch. I was in pain. So the lady, I ended up trying to like grab whatever the fuck. I'm like, that shit hurts. She's like, don't grab my hand. Bitch, I could have, if my legs was not dead from that fucking epidural, yeah, I would have kicked that bitch dead in her motherfucking face. Cause bitch, don't fucking talk to me, crazy hoe. That shit hurt. Y'all fucking hurted me. Y'all could have warned me first. Count to 3 or something, so I would have been a little more prepared. That shit fucking hurt. Y'all didn't give me no motherfucking epidural. I felt everything. It was very bad. It was really excruciating as fuck, and it scarred me for fucking life. That shit hurted really bad. And then once she came out, yeah, everything was cool after that. Then by the time after she was out, like maybe like an hour later, that's when the fucking epidural kicks in. Y'all, I was pissed the fuck off. I felt everything, and I'm telling y'all, would I recommend doing a natural birth? Hell nah, fool. I wouldn't even give you a rating on it. Out of 10, 0. 0 out of motherfucking 10, okay? If I could do a negative number, I would do a negative number out of 10. That shit sucked. It hurt like a motherfucker. Don't do that shit natural. I mean, well, Everybody different. Everybody pain tolerance different. But for me, fuck no. Fuck no. Hell no. Absolutely not. So, my second childbirth, it was, excuse me up, my second childbirth was surprisingly, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. So my second childbirth, I got induced as well because now she was a little worse in my insides. She moved a lot. She would like, just like now, she still moves a lot, but she would kick the fuck out of me. Like, she was like, it got to a point where she damn near like, oh my gosh, should I really tell y'all this? She kind of broke my fucking pelvis. Like, she was moving and kicking so much, like she kind of like broke a part of it. And that's, ooh, and she was, baby, and then she was like, her head was low for like majority of the third trimester, and her head, like, she was already ready to fucking come out, and that shit, like, she would sit like right around like my cuckoo, and that shit hurted. She had to go. She had to fuck out. I had to tell her, come on, get her out of here. Get her out of me. Get her out of me. I want her here. Get her out of me. I can't take that shit no more. This is killing me. It hurts like fuck. So, yeah, so I ended up getting an induction. Then I went to a different place. Of course, I went to a different hospital because I'm like, fuck that. No, y'all scarred me. Fuck that. And I did let them know, like, ahead of time, I do want an epidural. I want to get it soon. I ain't trying to play that shit. That shit hurts. I don't like that shit. So they actually gave me my epidural when I was like because I could take the pain for a while till I hit about maybe 5 or 6 centimeters. Then it started hurting really bad. So I was like, okay, it's not excruciating, but I want to get it stopped before it does get excruciating. I don't even want to feel that shit ever again. Like, so they ended up, you know, boom, do the little shot in your back, and then the big long ass epidural needle. And y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, honestly, the epidural, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Like, it don't even hurt for real that bad. When after they do the numbing to put it in your back, like, you don't even feel that shit. And the epidural definitely helps. 100%. It fucking helps. So yeah, they had gave me the epidural, and yeah, they gave me the epidural early on. I was cool. Only thing is, you just can't eat and shit like that. I was hungry. They make you eat like ices and jello and shit and juice and pop and water until you had a baby and ice. I was hungry as a motherfucker. But yeah, so I ended up doing the epidural. They did the same thing like last time. They put this itty bitty teeny tiny itty bitty little old pill like up me, and shit, boom, within like an hour it was time to get ready to push her out. But y'all, I don't know what the hell they gave me, but something was caused me to have like an allergic reaction. I'm start itching, and I'm like, wait a minute, my lips getting fat. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, am I supposed to be itching, y'all? Like, I was like ready to peel my motherfucking skin. I'm digging the shit. I'm like, oh, what is this? They talking about, I said, am I supposed to be itching? They were like, no, you're not supposed to be itching. I'm like, oh, hell no. So whole time I was having an allergic reaction to something, so they had to give me something else. And then after that I was cool, but I was so out of it. I ain't gonna lie, I was so out of it. Like, I was tired, but then I was like, I don't know, I don't know what's a high. I don't know what the fuck that was. I ain't never felt that before. That was crazy. That shit was crazy as hell. And so I was just zoned out, and shit, they came back, did the cervix check. They said, oh, you ready? I'm like, I'm ready for what? They took about, you ready to push? I said, I am? She was like, yeah, you not feeling it? I I said, I don't feel shit. So I like literally, I'm in there fucking literally laughing. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, I was in that bitch laughing, like having a good ass motherfucking time, chilling, straight chilling. Like, I wasn't scared or nothing. I'm just like, okay. I didn't, surprisingly, I thought that I would have felt something, but yeah, that epidural, that did some fucking magic this time. Like, and whatever they gave me that had me just zone out, I didn't feel a goddamn thing. I didn't feel shit. I prayed about it and everything. I was so scared that I was gonna have to go through what I went through with my first childbirth. But I ended up not feeling shit. And it was cool experience. I'm telling you, she was like, push. I'm like, okay. I was so numb, y'all. I didn't even know if I was pushing. And I'm just like, it was like, oh, she's here. What? She's here? Like, did I push? I pushed it out? No, I did. Stop playing. Like, y'all, I didn't feel, like, when I tell y'all, I swear, I didn't feel a goddamn thing. Like, it was like a piece of fucking cake. I could do that. I'm like, I'd do this shit again. But that first time, fuck no. So, yeah, I pushed the baby out, and it was so sweet, y'all. Like, when my baby came out, she was like, she wasn't even crying when they put her on my chest. Like, she was just looking at me, just looking in my face. And the only time she cried is just like now. She's always been super fucking clingy, always. From the moment she came out, y'all, she, like I said, they laid her on my chest. And when they laid her on my chest, she was cool. She's just looking at me, just looking right in my eyes and smiling. And then fucking, they took her off of me to go take her weight. And she said, Mama! I'm like, hell nah. And like all the doctors is like cracking up laughing. I'm like, what the hell? It was so sweet though, y'all. That's my baby. Yeah, that was Harmony's birth. And then, yeah, this birth, I plan on getting induced. I really, really, really wanted to do an at-home birth. Because, I don't know, I don't like the hospitals. I don't like being in there for 3 days, and I wanted my family to be involved, but then all this unnecessary stuff happened, and so, you know, the child's father is no longer in the picture, so I gotta do it by myself, solo dolo, which I don't have much fucking problem with at all, because this is my miracle baby. This baby came to me on Mother's Day. He like, yeah, I literally did not know that I was fucking pregnant. Like, the first time before I lost the child, like, literally, I feel like it was him. But I was pregnant earlier this year. And like I said, when me and hubby got into it and he strangled me and shit, I lost the baby. But the baby came back. Like, that's crazy. He's my miracle baby. And then, like I said, I didn't even realize that I was pregnant. I went and I took a fucking, I don't know, on Mother's Day, I guess God just spoke to me and told me to piss on a stick. I peed on that stick, and it, like, that was the very first time that I had got a positive, because at first, like a couple days before, I kept getting negatives, but on Mother's Day, I miraculously got a positive. I was like, I got a special surprise for Mother's Day. Like, that was a big ass blessing. Then when I found out it was my boy, I'm like, oh my God, my baby. Yes, so he is very special to me already. You know, all of my babies are very special to me. But he's definitely a miracle child. And he had withstood, y'all, I thought that I would have lost him, honestly, because when I was going through homelessness and stuff, I'll tell y'all a story about the homelessness situation probably in the next story time. But the homelessness situation, I was homeless and stuff like that, and I was stressing a lot when I did when the cop tried to Black Lives Matter us. I stressed a lot. I've been doing so much stress, and then when my child's father left, I stressed like crazy at first. And every time I go to the doctor, he's just perfectly healthy. I am so blessed to have him, and I thank God for that every day. Like, I love my babies. They very strong, and I'm telling you, they could withstand a lot. So yeah, this one I plan on going through now, since I have to go to a hospital, getting an induction, and I'm definitely getting an epidural again, because yeah, I'm definitely getting that shit again. So yeah, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, so that's just how that's gonna be. And I guess that concludes the fucking story time. It wasn't very long. I don't know if this is interesting to anybody, but shit, I'm gonna talk any goddamn ways. The fuck? You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Like, don't sit through my whole videos, and don't sit through my whole videos if you don't like me or what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, I still love you motherfuckers, whether you like me, whether you don't like me. And yeah, so like, share, fucking subscribe. Like I said, I'm gonna have another story time for y'all. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. I'm trying, y'all. I don't know what fucking days. I just, when I get a feeling to do it, I do it. Alright, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.